So it has come to this. Good men, torn from their kin, to rage and spill the blood of other men's foes. But we will not be forgotten. Our deeds shall be known, even when our bones are dust scattered on the wind. And our names will inspire the mighty to rise.
Welcome to the stream, guys and gals. This is Kane, your favorite extreme strategy gamer. We are back, and today we're going to be playing Total War Saga Troy. Welcome back, guys. We are going to be playing as Brad Pitt. Achilles, of course. Also known as Brad Pitt. Yeah, I've played a little bit. I played 25 turns of one run. I've played like several runs of Achilles just to try it out. Honestly, he's super hard. I had a lot of difficulty playing him on Legendary. As you guys know, I only play on maximum difficulty, but I'm really having a really hard time playing him. He's supposed to be some badass general, kick-ass guy going around, take names and all that. But honestly, his starting position in this game is really, really bad. He doesn't have any special, technically any special units at the start, and we survived in my previous run, 25 turns in. We're gonna start a new one because you guys didn't see it happening, and if you didn't see it, then it didn't happen. Am I right? So yeah, let's start over. So apparently Odysseus is the hard start, and then Menelaus is normal, and then you got Agamemnon, who is easy, and it says Achilles is normal. This is kind of a mislabeling because I tried him and he's insanely difficult. For someone that is supposedly having a normal start, he's really hard. That's right, Salperio. Pix or it didn't happen. So we have to start over and play from the start because you guys didn't see it happening. Then it never did. I'm totally legit. You guys know that. Alright, so we're going to be playing as Achilles, also known as Brad Pitt. He does have some really cool stuff. He's a living legend, so increases your influence and reduces faction-wide unit upkeep. Never quite triggered that. And then other challenges will arise and people may doubt your greatness. So this is an interesting mechanic. There will be challenges to Achilles who will come and challenge him to, one-on-one battles. And he will never lose. He will never lose. But in order for you to do those challenges, you kind of have to go to certain places just to be able to do those challenges. But you will never lose because you're Achilles and you always win. So it's just like story, event stuff. Go here, do that. Go here, do that. But you'll never lose because you're Achilles, right? You don't trust me, Torn? You don't trust me? Alright, so yeah. Defeat them in battle or persuade them to acknowledge you. So yeah, you can either fight them or negotiate or something. But you'll never lose. Alright, so hot-blooded Achilles. He's guided by emotions, which is a really interesting mechanic. He blows hot and cold, and when he blows hot, he has these bonuses and these penalties, and he blows cold, he has these other penalties. So it depends. It's like 3 states. There's outraged, where you get stronger armies but shit economy, and then you're grieving, where you have increased divine favor. You get these god, gifts, so you do have to suck up to all the gods in the game, and then you build temples to them and all that. But when you're grieving, you get divine bonus, and experience gain for units, but reduced faction-wide happiness. So everybody starts rioting, right? So he's got some pros and he's got some cons. No matter what, his mood is. Indignant, increased economic efficiency and happiness, but reduced likelihood of diplomatic deals and influence. So basically, your money starts flowing and everybody hates you, which sometimes happens. It's very dangerous to be indignant, because in my 2 or 3 test runs, when you stay in your cities and garrison cities, after a while it becomes indignant. Like, he's just indignant from having to garrison cities. It's beneath Achilles to do that. So when you get indignant, everybody hates you. And I've been declared war by practically everybody on the map just being indignant. So it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. So this is not an easy character to play. It says starting situation normal. It's a lie. Trust me, it's a lie. Yeah, this is really hard. On legendary difficulty, maximum basically, super hard. Yeah, battle realism mode, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's super hard. Yeah, can't even increase this number of saves. Basically, we screw up, we're dead. And it's really easy to screw up. Okay, so anyway, he has the most number of unique faction units, but you don't really get to use them until much later. So you get the Thessalian Marines. I have got them coming in from doing the storyline events and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's no cavalry in this game. It's all infantry, all foot battles. You get archers and infantry and javeliners. It's kind of weird because they have swift-footed as a trait, and swift-footed is kind of like their cavalry. They're like really fast running infantry, and the regular infantry, and then you have these really fast running infantry, the fake cavalry. They're like cavalry, but without horses. They're like cavalry without horses. Basically, this game, because there's no cavalry during this era, then they never fought on horseback, and so you kind of have infantry, and then you have the fast infantry, which basically serves the cavalry role, and they get the charge bonus and all that fancy stuff. So it's kind of awkward. But yeah, like this guy, this two-handed spear infantry, you can see his charge bonus is reasonably high, and the speed is pretty good. 55 speed, 32 charge bonus. They do have chariots in this game. I never got down to building any, but they do have chariots. But there's no cavalry, so it's kind of an interesting environment. So these guys are fast as well, Aeginian runners, and they have missile damage. They have only 3 shots, so they are, I suppose, they throw 3 javelins and you're done. Yeah, and then there's these guys, Pelagic Thalassians. Cool dudes, very big charge bonus, nice speed. These guys are basically your cavalry thingies because they're really fast runners and they have really big charge bonuses. And then you have Myrmidon Swordsman. I think these are the ultimate elites. So they do only have 2 ammunition at short range, basically javelins. They do plenty of damage, and they're really good in sustained combat because of the shield and the nice melee attack and defense. They're really good. I never got down to building these, so I don't know for sure, but I think I start with one. But you'll never get to build any, so, well, at least not for me. And then, of course, spear fighting Myrmidons, resistant to flanking. So these are the anti-cavalry, anti-fake cavalry, anti-running infantry cavalry type guys. Both of the Myrmidons are unbreakable, I believe. Yeah, both of them are unbreakable. The spear shield guys can switch weapons and immune to flanking. The spear, well, they're both spear shield, right? No, one sword shield, one spear shield. But yeah, they can switch weapons apparently. I think they mean switch to spears and then switch back or something. And then there's the Aeginian javelin men. Short range. Javelins have much shorter range than slingers and archers, bowmen. But they do more damage per shot and they have lower ammunition. They also have better fighting skills though, the javeliners. So once you are done throwing your stuff, they are much better engaged in battle than the other archery type dudes, the other missile troops. So okay, so we just talked about their unique units. Swift-footed Achilles, legendary hero of the Iliad, was the mightiest warrior the world has ever known. His invincibility in combat was the subject of myth and conjecture. Legend claims his mother, the sea goddess Thetis, granted him invulnerability as an infant by dipping him headfirst into the waters of the Styx. Such was his might that no other man could lift his massive spear of Pelion ash. Achilles was the leader of the Myrmidons, an elite fighting force from Phthia, said to have been created by Zeus himself from a colony of ants. Fiercely loyal, they fought with ferocity and overcame unsurmountable odds through sheer unflinching determination. While Achilles' mere presence was often enough to turn the tide of battle, the Pythian champion was prone to great, unpredictable mood swings that could either shake or bolster the resolve of the entire Archaean host. We are the son of Peleus and Thetis. Plus 4 to melee attack for all units when attacking. Minus 5% to burn of all enemy units. Cool. Ooh, real cool. Alright, so let's become a legend. Boom! Story time.
Are we mere playthings of the gods? Or do we plead divine influence to justify our foolish choices?
He's taken her! He's taken my wife! You've risked the safety of Troy.
I really don't like the makeup of Helen. It's just
Troy is
terrible.
my home now.
That's some horrible
You have
makeup.
my oath, brother. She will be returned to you.
Not a hot Helen like the movie.
Go, seek shelter. There'll be plenty of fighting ahead.
Also, if you guys do not know yet, this game is going to be free
Helen's
FOC
flight
for
was a
24
grave
hours,
wound to
and then you
Achaean
get to
pride.
keep it. You get to keep it forever
King Menelaus
on
will
Epic
have
Game
his
Store,
revenge.
13th of August.
And his brother
Log in,
will have
grab the
his
game,
war with Troy,
free forever.
just as the gods intended.
And if you really, really hate the Epic Game Store, I feel for you, but you have to wait a year before it's released on Steam. I just play it on Epic Game Store, because that's what I'm on now anyway.
Oh,
Alright, here we go.
Swift-footed Achilles, there is only one response to Queen Helen's abduction, and that is war.
Brother, your foolish passion has doomed us.
King Agamemnon of High
Oh dear, I'm
Wall
getting some
Mycenae
frame drops on
must
the
avenge this insult
on the
to
stream.
his brother. You are the ultimate warrior, king of Thea, and commander of the Myrmidons.
Glory in battle is my God-given fate.
Yeah, my game is perfectly
Your
smooth here, but
ally,
there's some frame
King
drops.
Lycomedes,
That's usually
rules
because
the
of
Isle Skyros. As a
CPU
boy, he was
issues.
sheltered in Lycomedes' court on your father's command.
Yeah, it's the Warhammer
Now
narrator
you must
guy.
protect the old king in turn.
And it won't be free on Steam yet.
Heed both threats from
They made a
enemies
deal
like
with
the
Epic Game Store and they
Elohim
released the game for free
and
for 24 hours.
opportunities that come your way through
Epic will
friends such
basically
as
be
prosperous
paying for
King
it for
Oeleus
everybody
and
to get
his
it for free on the
son
first day.
Ajax the Lesser.
So it's easily a couple of $1 million that Epic are
Independent
paying for.
Thessalians could be a bulwark for your western flank. Keep your courage, lion-hearted Achilles, for you know well that fortune favors the bold.
Alright, let me try fixing this frame drops on yeah, let me just try fixing the flame drops first, because usually when I get this problem, it stays unless I can fix it. Alright, so I've gone and manually assigned CPUs to some of this. Hopefully that will fix the problem. Hopefully it will be smooth. Alright, so hot-blooded Achilles, governed by powerful emotions, blah blah blah, living legend, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, looks kinda smooth now. I really don't know until we get into like a battle or something. But it doesn't look like there's any delay now. Looks reasonably okay. Alright, so the first objective is defeat the enemy army belonging to a faction in battle, Elopians. This is a pretty easy fight. You can auto-resolve it. But the problem is that this starting city is a capital building, and it's impossible to take early in the game. So usually when you play a Total War game, they give you like a tutorial fight. You know, your first fight's always like a tutorial fight, and it's really easy. And then you can usually steamroll the early factions and just take their stuff. But on this difficulty, I've tried it several times, but I could not capture their city at the start. So basically we have to make peace with the tutorial faction that you're supposed to be beating. Probably on lower difficulties you could just steamroll them, but on legendary, due to the increased penalties that you're getting, I wasn't able to do it. Maybe I just suck, but I don't think any of the other streamers were able to do it either. I've talked to a bunch of them, and I mean, you can survive, but basically you're going to be weak for a pretty long time as Archilles, because it's not easy to capture stuff on this difficulty. Okay, so we're gonna start by steamrolling these guys.
Don't hold back.
Just going to go ahead and... oh, hang on. Yeah, we'll just take him out. I was thinking of doing the diplomacy first, but sure, we'll just take him out. Yeah, odds are slightly in our favor. It's good enough.
Send them packing.
That works out for us. Alright, I don't see any frame drops on the stream now. Let me know if it starts to like noticeably stagger or anything, because I don't think it's not a GPU CPU problem. My CPU is a reasonably top of the line AMD. GPU is good enough. I don't see any stutter on my game. It's just that sometimes, because it's a multi-threaded game and it steals CPU cycles from my OBS streaming software, sometimes it makes the stream lag. Not my game though, my game is perfectly smooth. Sometimes the stream starts to lag a little bit. Yeah, we lost a full unit, but it's okay because we can't take the city anyway, because I've tried it before and it was just not possible to take the city. So we're just gonna go ahead and do whatever it takes. Pressure.
Now let them go. On our way.
Okay, so we beat the army and we got that successful mission. And the objective now is to muster up more troops. Alright, so we got a victory here. Cool. Enemy killed in battle. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I've tried.
I'm afraid I can't.
I have tried pushing. I have tried 3 times. I've tried pushing the enemy city at the start, and I was not able to beat them because of the garrison. It's huge, and they have this general guy here as well, Warmonger. It's really hard to beat with our starting 5 units.
A living myth.
Even if we had 6 units, if we played the earlier battle with 6 units, we wouldn't be able to beat like 15 units. It was just not possible. So this time we're just gonna try to survive, you know, because that was the only way I managed to survive this campaign. It was very, very difficult. Alright, so go ahead and
I'll deal with it.
Load up some units. And we will start building some stuff here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and build a logger's tents into bronze fire pits. Now this drops my happiness, but I'm okay with that to some extent, because rebel stomping is, I suppose, a way to farm some XP as well. It's either that or we go for this, because if we take this option, we get more ammunition on some of the recruits we hire, but then we lose influence. Influence is what you get from this one, so if you have higher influence, you get more wood bonus. If you drop your influence using this, you're going to have less wood overall, so I guess I'd go with this one. That works fine. And then we're just gonna chill and do what we gotta do. Ah yes, one more thing. Pick tech. This is basically the tech 3. So you can pick what technology you want and you get some bonuses. So Achilles gets faction-wide resource bonuses in his starter tech tree. The starter of every tech tree gives you resource bonuses, and then the rest kind of filter out and gives like recruitment bonuses and, you know, combat bonuses and stuff like that. But the first node of that 3 is always a resource bonus, so you can kind of pick what resource you think is most useful to you and which resource you want to go with. I want to start with stone because stone is something we do not get as Achilles. Achilles has access to wood from this spot and food's coming in. You can see the resource table here. Food is kind of like the currency of this game. It's kind of like the gold in all the other Total War games. So, you know, in Troy, the gold you see here is used as a resource for constructions. It's like a special resource used for construction. There's a finite amount of it though. So when you find a spot where you can like harvest gold, where there's a gold mine, you know, once it's finished, there's a finite amount of gold. Once you finish mining all of it, you only get 10% of its production. So resources are finite in this game. So trading is also usually between finite resources. Like if you manufacture gold, the other guy manufactures marble, stone, whatever. You can trade your gold with their marble. So you're trading finite resources with someone else's finite resources. And it's usually for just a fixed number of turns or a single trade-off. I don't know if it's wood is finite. I don't think so. Just the gold, isn't it? Yeah, it's just the gold that's finite. The other stuff is just infinite. Okay, cool. So yeah, food is basically your currency. You know, when you build buildings, it's like food and stuff. When you buy units, it's like food and then something. So food is your go-to currency for Troy. It's the stuff you need a lot of. And grind up. Alright, so the army mechanics are the same as the Total Warhammer games. You recruit a new general and it increases the entire upkeep cost of everything. So you don't really want to be doing that too early because it kills your economy.
Great Achilles!
And Achilles doesn't really have a really good economy. So one of the other things we could do is we could negotiate some deals with all our surrounding friendlies, like the Archaeans. So the thing is, I typically, at least in my last run, I typically would negotiate with them first before we go to war. Because once we fight that, we lost a unit and our strength has fallen. So we wouldn't be able to negotiate as good a deal as we would have if we negotiated first, then gone to war and just lost that unit. It's the same thing that happens every time. It's deterministic. So dice rolls are always the same. So every single time you go and fight the guy and you click auto-resolve, exactly the same thing happens. You always lose the same unit and you always take the same amount of damage for all those other units. So I kind of know exactly what was going to happen. So I knew that the better play would have been to negotiate those trade deals first before we drop our strength, because now we're going to have a poorer bargaining position due to the lack of strength.
I'm sure we can reach an agreement.
Mistakes were made. Let's continue. So yeah, we can do a non-aggression pact, which generates a little bit of this happiness thingy. We can give them a military access pact as well. In exchange, I want stuff. I want them to give me stuff. So the green resources are the stuff they manufacture, and then the red stuff is the stuff they desire. So if you offer them things they want, and you ask for things they manufacture, you can kind of work out a better deal. If you ask for stuff, they're negative. I guess negative income, negative resource, stuff that they consume more than they manufacture. Then it's going to be a difficult trade because they're going to expect a lot more for it. So we'll try to make profitable trades for us, beneficial trades for us, and gold is something I like to pick up. Needed or natural. So yeah, let's go negotiate. This is actually very expensive, despite this being a manufactured item. Yeah, I think they're asking for a lot. Let's see if they that one. No, they don't need that quite as much, so I can take a lot more of this stuff. Alright, that's manually. So we can give them a better deal in order to improve relations. But to be honest, I've never found that to be of any use. I'd rather just empty them out. Just empty them out. Just take as much stuff as you can. Alright, so that's the best deal we could make. Let's go ahead and agree.
Certainly.
Now we would have had a better deal. We did that at the very start of the game before we started fighting, because then we'd have more troops, and more troops makes us look better in negotiation. So anyway, there was no point in doing it next turn when we had more troops, because everybody would be recruiting and it'd be the same thing. So yeah, we'll just go in anyway. So kind of a tiny little mistake at the start, because I kind of had my starter actions
I know that wars
plan.
can also be won
Kind of
off
knew I
the
was going to do it.
battlefield.
So this is a terrible trade. It's 1.5 for non-aggression. It's just because they're a lot stronger than we are. So with 1.5, we're not going to get very much stuff, are we? Let's see, what will you offer me for that? Not very much. 33, 5 turns, 150 stone. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Naturally.
It's a kind of weird thing. You have to keep cancelling and then going back in again, and then cancelling and going back in again. Every time you want to trade with somebody.
Then speak together.
Ooh, military access costs us a lot. So I'm just gonna forget about military access and just do the non-aggression, because that gives me the most stuff. Right, so they don't have any marble, despite marble being a thing that they manufacture. I don't know what else I can trade from them. Seems this guy has got some gold. Sure. I really want to take 10 units of this. Let's see if we can swing a bit of stuff. Nah, seems like worst. Oh, this is like terrible. 5 units. How about we just take 9 and take something else? Or how about? Oh, they don't have any of that. It's not very much. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Let's just give them a better deal, so they'll remember our kindness. Here you go. Enjoy. Enjoy ripping me off.
That works.
Sure it does. Sure it does. Okay, so every time we want to leave and go trade with someone else. Oh no, you can click that one. Okay, so anyway, we've already traded with the 3 that we can. Then there's a couple more guys you can trade with, but you're not gonna get favorable deals with most of them.
I'm ready to talk.
Yeah, so there's just nothing worth trading. The rest is just not really worth trading with, so we'll just not trade with them. It's all good. Alright, so I've had experience with Achilles going indignant when we stay in the city, but the city is also where we generate the most healing. I don't know. If we don't stay in there, we'll take longer to heal, which is a pain in the ass. Real pain in the ass. So, well, I guess we don't have a choice, do we? Hopefully he doesn't go indignant, but I think it's like scripted. You stay in the city for 1-2 turns and then he just gets indignant, and then everybody starts to hate on us. Sucks to be Achilles, because everybody loves to take a bite out of you. We gotta be the big man, right? Yeah, and this is seriously not a medium start. It's kind of like a mislabeled start. Super hard start. Because you can't even beat the tutorial faction that sits next to you. You can't even beat them. They're way stronger than you are. And if you check the automatic strength bar thingy, they'll tell you that too. Alright, so we need to issue a decree. Cool. Yeah, that's on decree. It's like seven turns to get it to trigger. 6 more turns to go. Alright, so if we check the diplomacy tab, looks like Mycenae has lost their entire army. So they're like 95th in the power strength now. And our starter enemy, the Thessalians. No, that's not the Thessalians. Thessalians are our neighbors. They're not our starter enemies. Elopians, there you go. That's weird. Did they change it? They just patched it today, by the way. I played on a different build. I just downloaded a new patch where they said they fixed some stuff. Maybe they made them weaker, because previously they were like super strong, like number 1, number 2 ranked, and we just could not beat them. They were just too strong. Yeah, they were number 2, I believe, because Troy was number 1 and they were number 2, but I guess we're seeing something slightly different.
Commander of Myrmidons.
But they're still difficult. Let me just make sure we are fully geared up before we charge in again.
This will happen.
So these guys are our cavalry equivalents. They are fast. Young spearmen. Yeah, young spears, yeah. So they're fast, they have good charge. They're not the best units, but they're like light cavalry. They're the light cavalry equivalent in this game. So I typically try to mix it up a bit. So I have like your spears. Spears are your spear and shield guys are your typical frontline tanks. And then I have a couple of these young spears. These are like faster units. They're like your light cavalry. Go chase down skirmishers and things. You're here to learn how to beat tutorial and legendary. You can't beat tutorial and legendary. Seriously, I tried it. This tutorial city is impossible to beat on legendary as Achilles. So that's why when they said this was a medium difficulty start, it's a lie. It's totally a lie. This is ridiculous. I can't even beat the starter city because it's got like ridiculously huge garrison. Yeah, we can't beat them. And by the time we have a full stack of troops, someone else would have declared war on us. That's what happened the last 3 times I played it. So just watch. Someone else is gonna like, hey, Achilles is indignant. I hate him. Let's go take a bite out of him. Let's go beat him up. It is hard, son. It is hard. Laying the foundations. Construct any building. Cool. Alright, so that's an easy one to do. Because we are already going to be doing that. More growth. Growth is good. More food. Food is good. Food is basically money. But yeah, we'll start with this one. And this one. Get more wood. And then we'll go get that one when we have a lot more wood. Yeah, wood is your building material. And then food is your money, basically.
Master of combat.
Master of combat, are ya?
I can do that.
Okay, mixing it up. Let's check the balance of power again. So Mycenae has recruited a couple of troops. Okay. Oh, still pretty low. I wonder. Did they patch them so that Achilles isn't going to lose to them anymore? I don't know. Maybe they did. I'll have to check it because before today's patch, I tried 3 times to take the starting tutorial city, and I could not take it. It was just impossible. The garrison was just too strong. I shit you not, man. I tried. I really did. Alright, so we've done the quest to muster troops. Cool.
Achilles the champion.
Hey, what's up, Clavius? We've been told not to give reviews of the game right now because it's in early access. Kind of. I mean, the game is going to be released to everybody in 2 days for free. But we've been told not to give reviews, so I can't tell you whether I like it or not. You can watch me play it, but I can't tell you whether I like it or not. No reviews. Sorry, guys. That's the rules, man.
Hungry for action.
No reviews. It's an alright game, though. Just that I've been struggling a lot with Archilles. Alright, so we have 6 more slots. We're just gonna go ahead and fill it up with slingers and slingers. I wish there was a way to sneak past these guys, but I tried and I could not. This city basically covers such a big zone of control that you cannot sneak past. So Achilles has no way to beat them. Even when you have a full stack. Trust me, I had a full stack and I went to the city and tried to attack them. The garrison was just too strong. Yeah, I said free, Quoke. I said free. Free 24-hour redemption period where you can go in and get the game for free and you can own it. On Epic Game Store, you can own it. You just have to log in to Epic Game Store on the 13th of August and ensure that you pick the game up during that day. It's a 24-hour window. If you miss it, then you're going to have to buy it. Free if Epic not going to crash. Well, Epic is clearly going to crash on that day, so make sure you get it early before it crashes. Get it early before it crashes, because then everyone else, you know, will be envious that you managed to get it for free. Alright, so there's nothing much going on. We've already negotiated trade deals with the guys who like us enough. The rest of them kind of hate us, so they're not going to do any trades with us anyway. So not much going on. Yeah, it's Epic Game Store exclusive. And there's a 1-day exclusive where they give you the game for free. It's a brand new game. Free for the first day. Epic is footing the bill for this one. So for everybody who picks up the game for free, Epic pays computer associates, right, creative associates for the game. So yeah, it's basically Epic is making a really cool deal to get the game out to you guys. Alright, so we have Ferment Fair, that's cool. +1 happiness, alright. But he's gonna be indignant. Uh-oh, there you go. Yeah, see? Indignant, time spent in camp garrison. That's just extended thing. You stay in cities, they get indignant. I guess that's just how it is. Yeah, but what choice do I have? I have to stay in the city. I need to heal. Otherwise it takes me twice as long. Or 3 times as long. I don't exactly know. Alright, so we'll pick up some more slingers. They're alright. They have a lot of ammunition. They have 18 shots. No, that's javeliners. These guys have 38 shots, but they only do 21 missile damage. So they don't do much damage, but they do have a lot of shots, and they have great range. So they outrange javeliners, they outrange bowmen, I believe. But they don't do much damage. Yeah, at least they shoot plenty. That's good. Alright, so... yeah, anything else cool going on? Not really. Not really, we're just gonna chill. No frame drops on the stream, right? Everything looks good so far. Had a little bit of that at the very start. But once we get into the battle, we'll see how it goes. Construct any building complete. Cool. Upgrade any settlement building. Sure. All these are like the tutorial missions. Start a third with 20 units in a single army. Get you this stuff. Yeah, sure.
Beyond compare.
Right, so we are fully healed. Everybody is generated. Alright, we'll try this again. Right, we'll try this again. We leveled up though, so okay. The leveling system is pretty interesting for Achilles. I don't know if it's the same for all the other faction generals, but you basically have a choice between left side, right side, And then once you get the left or right side thingy, you can take the bonus thingies as well when you level up. But I've generally just gone down and taken the big items in 3. I guess once you level up enough, you can go take the little things too if you want. But yeah, so we can go left or right. I've been going left with Frenzy. I like Frenzy because it reduces his attack delay, it increases his weapon damage. It does reduce his stamina, but I'm not really running around with Achilles. All lords got this leveling system and max level is 27. Okay, cool. Good to know. I didn't really play that much of the game. I mean, I had it for a couple of days, maybe a week. I didn't really have that much time to play it. I was really busy working on my game, so did play it a bit. Like I had 3 experimental runs. My furthest run was only 25 turns in, so I didn't really get very far. Besides, I was just wanted to get a warm-up so that, you know, when we play it live on stream, we'll do it legit. Yeah, it's just Achilles is much harder than it looks. He's supposed to be badass and super strong, but he's not a really good duelist. He's actually terrible at fighting other generals. He's not very good at it. He's like Lu Bu in 3 Kingdoms. He's like an army killer. He can kill hundreds of soldiers, but when he fights generals, he's like just barely better, you know. He's not really all that good. Not what you'd expect if you watched Troy the movie. You watch Brad Pitt kicking ass, like, oh man, that guy's like a good general killer, surely. But nope, not in this game. At least not right now. Maybe they'll patch it. Maybe they'll patch it to give him the movie skills, you know. Gotta give him the Brad Pitt skills. That abs, you know, those abs, those pecs. Anyway, okay, so we have a full stack now, and I'm gonna try sieging them. Last 3 times I tried it, did not go well for us, but let's find out.
Kill them all!
Alright, they have a 10 plus the garrison. Alright, yes. The garrison is crazy strong though.
Turn the ground red!
Yeah, not advantageous. Not advantageous. We'll try it. I actually don't care about the battering ram. We'll just take 1 of it. It's not a very useful thingy. Actually, I've realized that in this game, it's weird, but battering rams are pretty useless because you can scale walls with ladders, just like Warhammer. And it's way faster to just run your guys up the walls than it is to try to beat the door down. Or maybe that's why I failed. Because every time I try beating the door down with the battering ram, it takes too long. My guys are already up and over the walls by then, so... yeah. And if you send 1 unit in with the battering ram, they just get shot to pieces by enemy archers and skirmishers. So it's just not very good. It's just not very good. We can actually just fight without waiting. Maybe that's the way to go. Because I usually wait. But it doesn't make a difference, right? Because we don't care about the battering ram. Alright, how about we just go? Because the battering ram's of no use to me anyway. Yeah, let's just go. Battering rams got no use. I've tried it, it sucks. You know, you send 1 unit there and the battering ram and it just gets shot to pieces. So let's just send everybody up the wall and call it a day. So I've done this fight. I think I've auto-resolved it once and I instantly failed. And then I fought it twice. Both times were super close, but at the end, my guys routed before the enemies did, and it was GG. Alright, let's try it this time. This time we win, right guys? I wonder if we can do this like the 3K cheese. Attack and then just retreat, and then still siege him, and then just attack again. Use up all your ammo, and then just keep cheesing them. I don't know, maybe that's the only way you can play Legendary. Because it's so hard. So hard, man. It's so freaking hard. It's gonna be hard to just cheese them because they've got towers. They've got lots of towers. Yeah, there'll be 4 towers firing at us when we go up, so it's just hard. Just hard, man. Alright, we're gonna try just running in. I don't think Achilles is much good here. Also, I don't know if it's a bug or something, but if you try running and scaling the wall with your generals, if one of the enemies pushes the ladder, your general will instantly die. Like, instantly die from a ladder being pushed down. Dead. Gone. Forever. So yeah, don't do that. Or at least try not to. Get all these infantry up over the wall and then send your general in, if need be. Trust me, he'll just die. It's broken. Or something. Okay, go, go, go. Top speed. Top speed, we're being shot at. Alright, so we'll start scheduling the climbing.
Sons of Achilles!
Masters of war! Spears! Moving up! Awaiting orders! Trains ready! Forward!
Your ladders have a foothold on their walls.
Alright guys, start shooting. Start shooting, alright, here we go! Up the ladder! Go, go, go!
We can get through!
Get him, boys, get him!
Your warriors have spotted hidden foes.
Yeah, no shit. Lots of them. Come, my boys. Feed them all. They didn't manage to go up. Go that way. Don't want them dead. Alright, so we seized that tower. Great.
At your command!
You are about to capture the gates.
Spears!
You have captured the enemy tower.
Oh, have I? Have I now? Alright, where's Achilles? Come on, let's go.
Achilles!
Time for you to get up that wall. A little bit of a cluster.
Your warriors are losing heart.
No shit. They always lose heart. Why do they suck so bad?
Retreat!
Advancement!
Swords! Strike hard!
You guys going up or what?
Spears! Massacre!
Okay, so we have one routing unit already. Alright, I'm up. Go get the other general.
Destroy them!
Your
Come on,
warriors
let's go.
have been routed.
Don't expect mercy!
Come on, you can do it.
End them!
Go get him. Yeah.
I am mighty!
His ass.
Combat ready!
Your hero is under attack.
Tell me something I don't know. Jesus, can you guys go up or what?
The foe has captured your tower.
Oh, has he? He's captured my tower, has he? Oh, this is it? Okay.
Spears! Strike
Come on,
hard!
come on. Holy shit, these wall fights used to be a lot easier in Warhammer, man. But they're really tough here.
Hungry for glory! Onward, warriors! Swords! Slings prepared! Spears! Stop!
By Ares, your warriors are rallying.
This will hurt.
Come on, people. How's it compared to 3K Warhammer? I don't know. I haven't played enough to give you that kind of feedback. It's kind of okay, you know, it's kind of an okay game. There's no cavalries, but they have like fast running infantry. They have chariots. Seems like it's got the diversity of what you'd expect of a historical Total War game. You know, none of the flying units and magic and fancy stuff that you get from Warhammer. So I suppose in pure battle diversity, it wouldn't be quite as good as Warhammer. But it's not terrible. Yeah, we lost. We lost. Just everybody just ran, and then all the enemies held. We just faded. So yeah, Achilles just wasn't taking the victory for us. Did we even kill the enemy general? Because I don't see the enemy general now. Aha. There's one here. Yeah, but we killed one of the generals. So I don't know why they're not inspired by Achilles. He's a freaking hero.
Wipe them out. Godlike power.
He's a freaking hero. How do you not be inspired by Brad Pitt? Are all the sieges single direction? No, they're not.
You have lost a unit.
You actually have a huge area to attack. I mean, if you had a big enough army to attack multiple angles, you could do that. But we don't really have the resources to attack all over. Those guys are just doomed. Is it just one guy? Oh man. Well, he stayed, so I guess that's a good thing. Stand him next to Achilles so that maybe Achilles will just keep fighting. You're the army killer. Show them what you got, son.
Bring it on! Attack! Hand of Ares!
Yeah, now we have two of them versus the entire world. Two of my guys. The unbreakable champions of Pythia.
Show me blood!
Hey, where the other guys go?
At your command!
There he is.
For glory!
Alright, let's merge him into the same group. Oh, we can't?
Trained and ready!
Nope, tried merging them. Didn't work. Didn't take.
Masters of war!
I kind of worry. If we came down, we get overrun by enemies. Uh-oh.
Hold!
Are they coming up? Oh,
Move up!
here comes the young spears.
I am mighty!
Come on, come on, come on. Let's go get him.
No mercy! Good! Now you die!
Except we're the ones dying. They look like they're fighting over here. These guys? No, these guys are gone. I don't know who they're fighting. They seem to be fighting someone else.
The foe has wounded your hero.
Achilles is dead. God damn it, he sucks. Yeah, we could have run, but I just wanted to see. That was his cousin Patroclus. It was his cousin Patroclus. He borrowed his armor and went to war. And everybody thought it was him.
War makes the man. There will be other battles.
The heroes will live, so he's just wounded. Other generals would just die. like Warhammer. Other heroes would just die, but the the famous ones will be wounded. Alright, what do we want? Let's see. These I don't really like. This you get some bonuses for doing certain things and less motivation for doing certain things. Loot sacks raises. Well, I'm not gonna do that. +1 of motivation in a own province with negative reputation. This is easy to get because we have negative reputation on legendary difficulty, so
Always with honor.
yeah, Achilles is wounded. He'll be back. But I think he loses his spear. Did they steal his spear? No. Yeah, they stole his spear. So he's now even worse. If you think he was bad before, he's now even worse. This run is done, I guess.
Check the perimeter.
It's not looking good.
Prepare to march.
It is not looking good.
I cannot do it.
Yeah, they barely took any damage. It's so cheaty. This is such hacks. Anyway, the garrisons are just so strong. They're insane. They're already safe. I'm not sure we're talking about Zorba. But this is the same as it was in Warhammer. The lesser heroes will die. The main characters will not. So they're basically demanding resources from us. I don't really like them that much. I'm just gonna go no, I don't want to give them that much stuff. Because I need all this stuff. I need it. Have I noticed a difference in diplomacy? Not really. Not really. It's reasonably simple diplomacy. The only thing they added in was the trading mechanic. Trading of resources mechanic that I think it worked differently in like Warhammer and Three Kingdoms. Here, resources are more finite-ish, you know. You manufacture some and then gold is finite. But there's a limited amount of resources you can harvest, and it's not like some of the other games where they say you have gold and then you can just trade gold with someone else. It doesn't matter how much gold there is, but you can just trade the gold with someone else, or the rice with someone else or something. But I think that was how Three Kingdoms one worked, wasn't it? Simple resources get corruption. I'm not sure. What do you mean by corruption? What do you mean corruption? Is that the mechanic that when you get too big, you get lesser and lesser resources? Is that the one? Yeah, I like the resource improvement. So they're offering to barter. This is purely a barter. There's no other thing here. It's just if we want wood, they're offering wood, and they want us to give them bronze. The thing is, we don't really manufacture much bronze. Oh, did we manufacture the wrong thing? I thought I wanted stone. I hope I didn't manufacture the wrong thing. Because the technology tree gives you ways of getting resources, but I thought I went for stone. We're not actually manufacturing any stone. Anyway, I wouldn't take this deal because we manufacture lots more wood than other resources, and we cannot make our own bronze. So not really anyway. Royal decrees are giving us 90. I don't know how we're getting 90. Yeah, you can have vassals. You can do confederation and vassals. The diplomacy system is very much like Warhammer. So it's not as complex as Three Kingdoms. Very much like Warhammer, plus the resource trading mechanic. But it's a simple diplomacy system. I prefer the Three Kingdom style of it. Personally, I prefer the Three Kingdom style of it, but you know, this is still a slight improvement over Warhammer, so I guess it's good. And you can confederate, you have the same problems of confederation as you do when you do it in Warhammer. You get all the generals, all the armies, all the cities, and then you have like this massive penalty, and then you have to start disbanding armies and disbanding heroes, and the same problems come with confederating.
I'm afraid I can't.
So they've sieged us.
Beyond my skills.
Those bastards, they sieged us.
By your word.
Well, we could go out and engage them, but
Leave none
it's a
alive.
50-50. Could be worse than 50-50, to be honest. And then we won't get our walls. It seems like walls are pretty OP because they defended their walls like a madman and I couldn't really beat them. Yeah, the AIs usually use this. I get that. But this may be our only way of breaking them, right? Because if we beat them here, then we can recruit and then immediately go after their city. But their city still has a freaking huge garrison. We can't actually beat their garrison, which is infuriating, isn't it? Can't beat the freaking garrison, it's just so strong. So anyway, we'll see. Upgrading this. Yeah, do we? It's being attacked right now. Bad. Probably bad. Oh, this is the one that's being attacked, so that's why this one gets upgraded. Right. Yeah, the thing is, with this upgrade, you don't get more construction slots. We've already filled it all. Doesn't really gain anything from upgrading. We'll just wait until this one's over and then we'll upgrade this main city. Probably better that way. Probably. So next turn, we get Royal Decree completed. We get stone. Oh, we already have this. Do we? No, we don't. Do we? Oh, we have it. Yeah, we have it. So we're getting food and we're getting bronze. I guess you start with that. I didn't really notice that. So we can, once we get this, we can run down the tree and pick up something else. More gold, more happiness, influence, whatever we need. Hey, what's up, Buddha? Alright, thanks for dropping in, man. We're playing some Total War Saga Troy, which, if you still don't know the news, is free to download and own forever on Epic Game Store on the 13th of August for 24 hours. The 24-hour period where if you log into Epic Game Store, you can click to get the game for free. Epic will foot the bill. So every copy of the game you own for free, Epic will pay for it. So it's like, chill, pretty good deal. Someone's footing the bill and you get a brand new game. Sounds good to me. Unless you, of course, you're a big Epic hater, then you're gonna have to wait a year before it shows up on Steam. Okay, so we've been declared on by Lycomedes. They offered us a non-aggression. We refused because they wanted all my shit, basically. All my bronze. So, yeah, that's not gonna fly. So we'll end up fighting everybody around us. Everyone will just declare Podarcus. Yeah, so basically, the Thessalians have declared war on us, and these guys, Lycomedes, has declared war on us. Everybody hates us now. Since we are now weak, since we lost half our army, and our faction leader is wounded. So everybody's gonna take their time to come take a shit on us. Cause why not? Why not come take a shit on us? What could possibly go wrong? Look at them, all coming after us. Yeah, everyone's competing for a piece of this. So they kind of expect us to lose. Yeah, they have twice the troops. I guess there's no point defending it. This is a done deal. This man hates Epic's game store with a passion. Yeah, Zago does. Poor Zago. Poor Zago. How does he live with himself? All that hatred, all that anger and rage, all that giving in to the dark side. Why? Come back to the light. Come back to the light, Zago. You'll like it here. Free games. Free launch day games. What's not to like? Are they deity and god mechanics? Sort of. It's just benefits from some god mechanics. There are no gods that show up and conquer, but when you have to level up your relationship with like one of, I think there are like 6 gods or something. Let me just check. They want us to issue a decree. Okay, cool. We did that. Dream tidings. Okay, this is the Achilles Quest. You gotta go where they tell you to in order to complete it. So following his dreams and whatnots. But of course our Achilles is wounded, so we can't do that. He'll wait a year and he goes to Steam. Alright. Yeah, if he doesn't want to get a game for free and want to wait a year for it, sure. I don't think he even plays Total War games, so I don't think he's a problem with that. Tencent is what's not to like. There's nothing wrong with Tencent. Tencent doesn't own the whole of Epic. They own 40% of Epic. Majority stake of it is still owned by Todd Sweeney, or was it whatever his name is? That's the CEO of Epic Games. I quite like Epic as a company. Quite like their I don't know, their style. They seem like pretty chill, non-corporate, you know, very creative, and I don't know why people hate it so much, but I kind of like Epic. I think they're pretty cool. I think they're chill company. Settlement loss. Yeah, no shit. We're down to our last city. Yeah. And it's being sieged, so we could be GG'd right here, right now.
A seasoned warrior. That's not an option.
So there's no point in fighting them off, right? Because if we fight them off, there's more guys that will show up. So why don't we just sit here and wait? Because I don't think they're friends, so they won't help each other. But if you fight off one, then the other one will come and try to siege you. So you may as well like chill, let them come. We'll chill. All right, so free stuff. What do we want? 2 to happiness, 3 to influence. Recruitment cost. 10 to growth. Let's just get some gold. It's something we don't have. Yeah, they're very pro-creator. They give more money to developers. They're really supportive of developers. Steam doesn't do shit for us as indies. I'm an indie developer, so they don't really do shit for us. I don't have any reason to like them any better than anybody else, but with Epic, they're a very cool company. They try to help you out. They try to give you as much as they can and much more support as they can. Try to take less of your money from royalties and whatnot. They are very cool people. Try not to be greedy and evil, you know what I mean? Lord Gaben.
Your cause.
He ain't done shit to me. That's all I can say. Didn't do me any wrong. But 30% from Steam is stiff, man. You're thinking of the origin and history of the company? I actually know Epic from, damn, a really long time ago. I know Epic from 30 years ago. There used to be a company that made demos. Demos were like little graphical things that played on your screen that just did cool mathematical stuff. Like, you know, blinky lights, flashing thingies, mathematical algorithms being played out in graphics. There was this thing called the demo scene. There was companies like Future Crew, Epic, and it was not a game company back then. They were just making cool graphic demos. And they did it in assembly language, which was insanely hard to program in, but would give you the best performance. So, they just want me to give him shit. So greedy. You just want me to give you stuff. No! Let's all be at war, why not? $30% for massive publicity. They don't really give you any special publicity. It's the algorithms that determine what people get recommended. They don't really give you any special publicity. Like there are hundreds of games releasing every month, and they only showcase a couple of them. What about everyone else? You know, not everybody gets to benefit from massive publicity. Purge for conquest. Maintain control of one province. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. We lost our little side city there. You can add your own burger to the McDonald's menu. Yeah, they charge you 30% for that though. Adverse to battle. Ooh, we lose morale and melee attack. What the heck, man? Spend multiple turns under siege and that's a penalty. There's so many weird traits, man. Okay, so basically sitting there and sitting back gives us penalties. Bloody hell. This is not even like when under siege. This is like, that's just a big penalty. Alright, so we're learning a lot. Like, they are just encouraging you to not play defensively. But I have no reason to go on and attack them. There are bad guys waiting in the sidelines. We have no reason. Yeah, that's exactly what Tord says. It's like being able to add your burger to the menu, but the menu has hundreds of burgers and no one will find you. It's not that easy. Just being on the menu doesn't guarantee you any kind of publicity. Later, brother. The amount of people who would be exposed to the game and feel safe to purchase it in their favorite game store would make up for the 30%. In what scenario do you lose profit? You assume that you're gonna get a lot more. You assume. And that's not necessarily the case. Alright, so we're at war with more of them. Everybody's at war with us. Good times. Good times. They're all declaring, yeah, why not? Bring it on. We're Achilles. We'll fight the entire world. You don't have to be on indie websites. You can be on legit websites like Epic Game Store or GOG. You guys just haven't been around long enough. You didn't know when Steam was not popular, they did exactly the same shit that Epic does. Buying exclusives. If you never heard of Steam exclusives, you're not old enough. Because Steam did exactly the same shit with many games. You buy the game in a box that came with a CD. You put the CD in, then they ask you to install Steam. If you didn't install Steam, you couldn't play the game you just bought in the box on a CD. Yeah, if you're not old enough, you would not know that. They did the same shit Epic did years ago. They came up with that playbook.
A noble warrior.
Holy shit. Attrition too? What? That's why I like Epic Game Store, because there's an alternative now. So even if I decide to put my game on Steam instead of Epic Game Store, I have a choice. It's my choice to make. Before that, there was no choice, and Steam kind of just arm wrestled you, like you have to agree to my terms or you have nowhere to sell your game. Now at least there's an option, you know. Better, the more options there is, the better it is for the developer. Maybe not for the gamer who wants to have their collection in one place, but it's definitely better for the indie developer. Yeah, I can put them on all the stores, exactly. And then just let whoever it is choose. But they have a rule though, you can't sell your game for more or less than any other store. You know, it's got to be like a standard price. So you can't change the prices of your games. You can't say like, okay, Epic charges me less, so I'll put it there for less money. Like you can't charge the same game on release day for 20 bucks on Epic and say you're gonna charge 30 bucks for it on Steam, because Steam will get pissed. So you kind of have to charge like the same price even though you're gonna make less money on Steam. But yeah, that's the issue. That's why there are more people just doing Epic exclusives, because they don't have to deal with the issue of the price difference. Yeah, Steam started as a launcher for Valve games, and then when they started to bring other games on board, they paid for them in exclusives. They paid because nobody wanted to put their game on Steam. Nobody wanted to. I was back there during the day. I was working on a game with one of my friends, and he told me that we could get $2 million from Steam if we gave them an exclusive for our little unknown indie game. $2 million. It was crazy. At the time, everything was kind of crazy. There were very few indie developers, and they would pay you money just to get your game on their store. Yeah, I remember, like we could get like $500,000 from AMD just to add some functions in there to make the AMD cards run a little faster. You know, like just add a few features in there. They'll give us $500,000. Wow. Yeah, and shit like that don't happen anymore. Deals like that just don't happen anymore. Back in the day, it was good stuff. Did I take the 2 million? No, we did not. We did not. Maybe he did though, I don't know. Oh, I kind of left and did something else. Yeah. But he was a pretty famous developer. He made this game called Castle Stronghold. He was basically the chief developer, the lead developer. He created that entire game engine that was used to make Castle Stronghold, and Castle Stronghold is a very, very popular game in Europe. Yeah, and after the game was released, he was still getting like tons of money from royalties. How do you not take that? I wasn't in charge of, I wasn't running the company. It was his decision to make, so I was just hanging. I was just hanging out. Just hanging out there, man, with the guys. Anyway, back then I didn't really have any commercial game dev experience anyway, so I was just a noob hanging around. Now I'm like legit game dev. I've been working on my own game for 5 years now, so I'm proper game dev. But back then I was just a noob.
For duty.
Just a noob. Don't get to make decisions. Alright, so we're kind of screwed, right? If we attack, we're gonna lose because we are going to lose. If we don't attack, we'll just attrition out and we'll lose anyway. Sucks to be me, right? I wonder if our dudes here also take attrition. I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't look like it though.
Battle hardened.
What's this X? An X here. It's maybe that means attrition. But we have 6 turns to hold out. So what's the problem? Why are we attritioning? Wrong. Malnutrition. Oh, malnutrition. Alright, screw it. We have to fight now. Or we'll just die from malnutrition. Need more food. We don't even have a full stack. This is like 9. What was his name? I can't remember. I can't remember. The guy who was he was from the north side of London. Can't remember his name though. Ah, I think I remember now. Warwick Buchanan. Yeah, I think that's his name. I think so. I don't know. Is auto resolve a good thing? Because if we fought the battle penalties from playing on legendary are very, very big. So if there's any way we can win this on auto resolve, I would take it. It looks like the orange bar is a little bit bigger, right? Cadmean victory. It says victory. Let's just take it because we fought it. Our guys will route faster than the enemy because of the battle penalties on legendary. So we're always going to be at a huge disadvantage. If we can take auto resolve, I think we should take it.
Engage the foe.
Take it. Yeah, that's right. Off with his head. Off with his head. You're putting together a team of Avengers who gain the realm. Must moat. We will most likely do an interactive, mostly text-based RPG sandbox. King of Dragon Pass. Alright, have fun with that. Have fun with that. You don't need a game engine for that. All you need is Visual Basic or Visual Studio. You know, you don't really need anything. Did we just lose our entire army? Holy fucking shit. They lost their entire army too, but where'd my army go? I have no army left. God damn you, auto resolve. You just wrecked us.
Kill the captives.
He was credited for Stronghold 2 and Stronghold Legends. Was it Stronghold 2? Castle Stronghold 2? Whatever. Yeah, but yeah, he wrote the engine for that. So he's really good with complex algorithms. Because he was telling me about the $500,000 that AMD was gonna pay us. He was like, they're just gonna pay us just to put like 20 lines of code in, and like, oh, it's just complex math. But it's just 20 lines of complex math. It's easy. Yeah. That was cool. What kind of game I'm developing? You can check it out in my YouTube. The tube. You can check it out on the tube. Yeah. Check it out on the tube. And you can see the good stuff. There's a Discord channel as well. Join the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, you probably should, because I release all my hot shit images there. All my JPEGs and my movies. You gotta check it out. You gotta check out the Discord. If you haven't already. So we beat them, but we have no army now. Hey, economy fixed, right? Nothing to pay. No upkeeps. No upkeeps. Reckless. 3% damage to all. High casualty. You get charge bonus. Well, at least it's a positive trait. At least it's a positive trait, right? We killed the enemy general, right? The main character, Airlops. But we also ended up with no army. So we can't actually pounce on the advantage because we have got none. Missile resistance. No, thank you. Humiliate the dead? Yeah, sure, that sounds awesome. Let's go humiliate the dead. Humiliate them. Alright.
Indeed so.
Epic was part of gathering of developers in the 90s and has since become Devolver Digital. Okay. I remember Epic from back in the demo days. Yeah. Where they didn't make games. Then I remember them releasing some shareware games. Long time ago. Yeah, I was there at the dawn of the gaming age. The dawn of the PC gaming age. all those cool things from all those cool companies. You join the Discord? Cool. You like my goblin? I don't reveal my age. It's a secret. It's a secret. Because my voice doesn't sound like my age. People think I'm a whole lot younger. That's a good thing. I told you in Steam? Yeah, then you have to keep it to yourself. If I told you in Steam, then you gotta keep it to yourself. Alright, so he's ranked 92. I'm ranked 91. And he's willing to pay me shit for peace. I'm gonna take it because I have enough enemies already. I don't need more. We'll take it. It's not like we can build an army and immediately swing there and conquer because the garrison is just too strong. Anyway, we're gonna die because there's like, I don't know, 50 guys coming over.
As was foretold, you are the world's greatest warrior. Yet some fools still insist on challenging you. End
Yeah.
their pretensions and
Fools.
their lives to demonstrate your
How dare you
martial
challenge us?
supremacy.
So before we could get a single damn unit, we've been sieged again. Eudorus is happiness. Living Legend. Defeat all challenges with Achilles through the Living Legend mechanic. Click here to learn more. Yeah. Okay. Not doing so good. Ready for duty, but dude, we're getting overrun. Getting sieged again take more penalties. Wonderful. Why not take more penalties? So we're just going to get overrun by all these chumps. So many enemies. So many stacks. It's impossible to survive this. Yeah, my goblin booty looking tick. Yeah, it's a pretty cool model. He looks very nice. We made him some loincloth that revealed half his butt. I call it the half butt loincloth. Covers the front and then only covers half of his butt. So it's got like, you know, sexy goblin vibes. Sexy goblin vibes going. Pascal language. Yeah, I learned the Pascal language long time ago. I learned Pascal, I learned this thing called GW Basic. I even learned this language called Logo, where you move the turtle around the screen to draw stuff. It was crazy. Back in the day, son. Back in the day. When programming doesn't even look like programming. I programmed with a line editor. You know what a line editor is? It's like a text editor, except you can't go up. You can only go down. So you type a line like hello, and then you go to the next line. And whatever you typed in the previous line, if you typed an error there, you're a little bit screwed. So you have to put a number. Like let's say you started with like 10, hello, and then you go to the next line. And if you type something wrong in the first line, then you have to go like 10 again, and then retype that entire line because it'll replace the previous line. It was so primitive. Like I could gorge my eyes out if I had to do that again. So primitive. Yeah, I played his shareware game. I played Epic Games when they were shareware back in the day. And I've watched their demos back when they had demos. Most of you won't even understand what a demo is. You probably have to Google it, the demo scene. Demos were not demos of games. They were just demos of pixels flying around the screen that had no purpose. There was no gameplay. We just watching like a trailer of a box spinning, you know, with Bill Gates' face on it or something like that. That was the theme of a lot of the stuff. Like they like to make fun of Bill Gates. It was cool. It was the demo scene back in the day. I tried to do the demo stuff too, but I was just a shittier programmer than those guys. Couldn't get it to look quite as good or run quite as quick. And my assembly was pretty terrible. Yeah, we have no troops, so yeah, pretty much everyone in the world is stronger. Great. I managed to kind of get my way out of this once by just making peace with everybody sieging me. That has worked before. But it's interesting that two of these guys look like they're
Not a
sieging.
chance.
This guy's just chilling. Yeah, he's in march stance. This guy's in raiding stance. So all I need to do is just get rid of this guy. Sort of.
That will never work.
Of course it will work. But it's your faction. Own up. Magnetus. Alright, let's try. Magnetus. Yes, let's talk. Ooh, wrong one. Wrong one. Magnetus. Here.
I suspect Achilles wants war.
No, he wants peace, god damn it. He's on vacation. You did your first programming in about 2000 in Java? Okay. I made a Java app in like 96, yeah. Java 1.0. The very first version of Java, 96 or 97. Yeah, and it was really pretty popular. Really popular. Back in the day. Kind of weird. I started out doing a lot of technology development stuff, and then I just dropped it and just went off and did other stuff. And I came back 5 years ago because I really wanted to make my game. Like, screw money. Don't care about money anymore. I just want to make a game. We're just gonna make a game. It's what I want to do. It's what I've wanted to do my entire life. Wanted to make cool games.
I'm afraid I can't.
Yeah, but you see, that's the whole problem of bills, you know? When you got bills to pay and you want to live your passion, but then you got the bills to pay. So there's a, you know, balancing of issues. Yeah, it looks like those guys won't make peace with us, so we're probably screwed. Blasphemy. Anyway, I have my first mocap shoot scheduled for my game next week. Goblin is gonna dance. I have to design. I've never thought about this, but I have to design a goblin dance. You know, I was thinking some wacky little thing. I could have designed a goblin dance and have some actor act it out in the mocap studio. It's gonna be hilarious. I have to design a goblin dance? What? Me? Yeah, I do. You've never done C#? Actually, I did a lot of C++ back in the day. A lot of C++. How long ago? Like 25-ish years ago, I did a lot of C++. Back when it was a new thing. Borland Turbo C++. Raiding coins popping up everywhere. Looks disgusting in Troy. Looting? Oh, the looting coins. Because everybody's looting. Looks like mobile app graphics. It's not so bad. It almost looks like they're throwing money into the city. Like, they all came and had a party and like, hey, here, have some gold. Would like some gold? And then they started throwing coins into the city. Fantastic. Oh, look, rebellion's imminent. Why not? What else could possibly go wrong here? 6 stacks surrounding us. You know, what could possibly go wrong? Absolutely nothing.
My
What it is.
weapons are keen.
Replace hero? Oh, hey! Cool. You can replace a hero under siege. Because I thought you couldn't do that. But since you can, why not? Achilles is just fancier.
champion.
Yeah, he's just fancier. First mod needs to remove that. You'd rather have no graphics at all than that. It's not so bad. This is what I call a particle effect. I'm pretty sure this is a particle system. They're not actual objects, it's just a particle system showing coins popping up. C++ was first standardized in 1998, 1985. Well, I did C++ a long time ago. Let me see. Yeah, definitely 26 to 27 years ago. 26, 27 years ago I did C++. I believe that the compiler was called Turbo C++ by Borland. A company called Borland who made IDEs and compilers. We're just delaying the inevitable. What is it, 7 stacks now? Come join the party. Join the party. What could possibly go wrong? 8 stacks. 8 stacks. Come to us. Oh, and their friends too. And their friends too. Okay, we'll have to go down in a blaze of glory. So Achilles is clearly going to have to solo them all. You'll never take us alive. Never. I was coding before you were born. Well, that's a benchmark for you. Yeah. Yeah, I was programming in a hardcore language long before most of you were born. But I sound young. Isn't that cool? I sound like one of you guys. You young guys. No, Dawn, you should never admit your age. Never. Never. Hell, I don't even admit my age online. If there's any form asking me to fill in something, I never type my real age there. Freaking internet and all the nonsense that goes on. Okay, so I haven't been using Facebook for the last like 5 years because I'm so busy working on my game. Every time I go on Facebook and you know watch kittens and somebody playing with their babies, you stay there for hours and you never get any work done. So I uninstalled Facebook from my phone. I never reinstalled it, and I stopped keeping the browser tab for Facebook open, and life got better. And I recently went back on because I was, you know, creating a fan page for my game and uploading pictures and videos and shit. Went on, and I noticed that Facebook was feeding me ads of something I searched in Google for. Like, holy shit, don't they have laws against that? They were reading my cookies in my browser to find out what I was doing. You know, the website I was going to, what my Google searches were. They were using that to feed me personalized ads. Like, holy shit, that is like super privacy invasive. Holy shit, man. I'm not like, but I have to be on Facebook because all the noobs are on it. All the noobs are on it that don't care about privacy. They're all there. I've got to have my fan page. You guys are going to join my fan page and like it, right? Right, guys? If you're not, then I hate you. How does that even... I don't know. I had to go do some fan page stuff. You know, when you have to make a game, you have to do all kinds of stuff you don't want to do, along with the stuff you want to do. Noobs on Facebook, they're on Snapchat or Insta or TikTok. Oh, okay. So who's on Facebook then? Old people like me? You talk to people in Discord via text chat and you see ads for shit you talked about? Really? In what, Facebook? Because Discord doesn't have ads. I like Discord actually. I really like Discord. It's like no spam, no ads, no nonsense, no sending you email asking you to do this and that bullshit. Oh, I love Discord. I freaking hate Facebook, man. Facebook's like toxic to me. Just try ducks and not goo shit. Oh, on Google and YouTube? Really? So Interesting. So you think that Discord does that too? You think Discord is selling your information? Because they have to make money somehow, right? And they are not charging you anything for it. Well, they have a what do you call that? Boost or something, the premium thingy, but they're not charging you money to use Discord. And they do give you a lot of stuff. You know, you can set up servers, you can do voice chat, you can do all kinds of shit, but they don't charge you for it. So they must be making their money somehow. So I think it's plausible that they are selling your data and spying on you. That is plausible. But you need some more evidence, man. You need some more evidence. We could type a specific bunch of keywords in Discord chat and then go see what the ads start showing up and see if it is true. Like, everybody think of some 80s movie that nobody ever talks about, and then we all go type those search terms like everywhere, type it in Discord, type it everywhere, and then we'll see what the ads start showing you. What the ads will start feeding you. Some 80s movie that no one's ever heard of, that suddenly became popular, hundreds of thousands of people talking about, and then they start feeding ads. Watch this on Netflix or Amazon Direct or some shit. You know it, man, you know it. The world is spying on us. God damn it. If I didn't have to do PR for my own game, I would probably stay away from all that crap. I would stay away. Purple monkey dishwasher experiment. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do, right? We got Achilles, who is an army killer, kinda. But they have a way larger army than I have army killers. You probably not survive. Not like the last fight, we didn't survive as well. He just got murdered. I could try keeping both generals like together-ish. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Oh, I could be like crazy and just charge out. Right, I could do that, right? I could just run out and fight them. Why do we have to hide behind the wall? We could just go out and meet them. If they come in and we fight on the ledges, it's the same thing, except they have more people than we do. Why don't I just go out and fight them outside? And the ranged guys can stay on the walls because they've got nowhere else to go anyway. Yeah, you got nowhere else to go, so you may as well just stay up top. Where's the other one? Was there a third? Oh, there you are. Oh shit, there's stuff here too. Oh boy, yeah, we're so screwed. They were thinking there was only 2 batches of them, but there's 3. 3. They're all over. Alright, we'll just go out and fight a glorious death. It will be glorious.
Look to your enemy is receiving reinforcements.
No shit, Sherlock. Play Dominions 5 again? I kinda like Dominions 5, but I play it off stream most of the time. That's one of those games that it's really hard to stream because it's got very little graphics, and I can't spend all day explaining the mechanics over and over again to whoever shows up. It's a very complex game, a lot of math involved. Some tactics. It's a very cool game. You've never heard of it? Dominions 5. It's a very cool, tactical, turn-based strategy game. It has the worst graphics you've ever seen, but gameplay is pretty good. Pretty interesting to me, at least.
The foe's ladders have a foothold on your walls.
Of course they do. Of course they do. We're just gonna fight them out here.
Your hero is under attack.
Kill them all. Yeah, Dominion games are very expensive for what you get. Very expensive.
Let's do this. Spill their guts. And of Ares.
Yeah, we're gonna lose. Doesn't matter. We'll just make sure we have a glorious death.
Take care. You are losing ground.
Yeah, the siege ramp doesn't slow down at all. This is hilarious. Who's pushing the damn thing?
The city gates have been destroyed.
We've been attacking it. They don't care. They don't give a
Foe's
shit.
siege equipment has been destroyed.
You know shit. You beat a battering ram down when there are two generals kind of bashing them.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Now you die.
You have captured the gates. The enemy is trying to capture the gates.
Fall back.
Fall back to where?
To battle.
This is your last city. You can't fall back.
Not
To the
like
death.
power.
To the death. To the death, Achilles. Come on, Brad Pitt.
Your warriors have been routed.
Kick their ass.
And of Ares. The men are fleeing battle. Who needs
You're
killing?
Brad Pitt. You can't run.
Ready for action. Destroy them.
So yeah, like I was saying, this is really hard. The legendary penalty that you get is really quite rough. So Achilles was not able to beat the first city and kind of got into a lot of trouble. So I guess if we try this again, which we will not be charging to attack the city because we can't beat them anyway, even with a full stack. Even with a full stack, we can't beat the guy's city. Just not doable.
The enemy have captured the gates.
Now you die. I am mighty. I'm not staying here to get killed. Show me blood.
Alright, we'll go inside and...
Your warriors are rallying.
I'm going to enjoy.
Alright, let's fight the other dude. Come to Papa. You're not getting away from me. Oh, come on, really? I snuck up from behind him and he gets a hit first. That was lame. Alright, a duel to the death. What? Come back here, you coward.
You useless worm. Attack!
Yeah. We beat one of them. Let's beat you too.
This will hurt. Kill!
Boy, there are lots of dudes surrounding us. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to duel.
The foe has wounded your hero.
There's no duel mechanic now. Oh, we did. Oh, we got killed. And that was that. The death of Achilles. Valiant death. Sword in hand, in the face of millions of enemies. Valiant defeat. Oh, this is it. Yeah, it tells us story of our death. Anyway, we're just gonna do a short stream today. I just wanted to show you guys the game. I'm gonna do another run, but we'll do it on the next stream. I am tired. Spent all day working. If you want to see what I've been working on, you have to come check out my Discord. Check out the cool stuff. Got a Demon Knight, and I've prepared a short list for the mocap studio. We got mocap, guys. We got mocap. It's gonna be awesome. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have fun. We'll see you guys again very, very soon. Tomorrow we're gonna stream probably the whole day. We're probably gonna be playing this the whole day until we get good or we find some cheats. We don't cheat, of course, you know that, right? Yeah. Later, guys. Bye-bye.